Paleontologists discovered a new dinosaur called the Mondo Duplantosaurus Rex, and it did something cool again. Welcome to the pole vault vlog. I haven't slept in 28 hours, so this vlog might be weird. But I talk everything pole vault. Commercial time, everybody loves commercial time. VS Athletics. Use these codes. Save some monies. Unless you don't like to save monies, then don't use the code. Guys, next week I'm gonna send a discount code to all of Team Hoot members via email. If my fingers were spider legs. So here's the deal. Get the 3-month general prep training cycle if you plan on just training through the whole summer. If you plan on competing all summer, get the high school training program so then you can implement meets and things in there like that. If you already have the training program, bam! You're good to go. Just remember, these will make you super fast and feel great because you'll be healthy. You'll destroy PRs and have a massive head start on all the people who are too lazy to work out all summer. You're gonna win. Montana Camp! June 29th to the 30th in Glendive, Montana. It's open to anybody, so I recommend you drive in, fly in, or bike in. Or if you're a wizard and you have teleporting powers, I would teleport. Seems faster and more convenient. Oh, and if you're a club or a school or just a guy with a pit in his backyard or someone who has access to a pit and you want to run a camp, contact me and I'll send you all the information. Just make sure you do it sooner more than later because I only want to do 5 or less this summer. There are a slew of people already asking about it, so first come, first serve. I want to thank everyone who came to the live stream last week. I thought it went pretty good. Thanks for coming. I also got Patreon half done. I underestimated how long it was going to take, but it's going to happen. Oh, and a new camera is on the way because I have this super secret pole vault project I'm doing all summer long that you guys will really, really like. Anyways, let's do some news, dudes and dudettes. Ladies. Pole vault super awesome news that happened last week. College freak. Chris Nilsson of University of South Dakota, I think, the red one. He jumped 586 last week. 19.2 and 3/4. Holy bejesus balls. He has the #1 jump in the NCAA. He has the #2 jump in the United States. And he has the #3 or 4th jump in the world. I'm too tired to look it up, but one of those. My favorite thing is that he beat his coach's PR by 1 centimeter, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but his coach is Derek Miles, Olympic bronze medalist, so it's a big deal. Oh, and he's only a sophomore in college. What? Freak accident, broken poles. Alicia Newman, Canadian pole vaulter, flew to the other side of the pond. She's from Canada, so the pond is the ocean. Stay with me, guys. And when her poles arrived, they were broken in half. Now, this is not the first time this has happened, and it won't be the last. Many people took to social media and started bitching, blaming, and complaining. But let me remind you of something. This is very important, and this needs to change within the pole vault community right now. The airlines don't need to fly our poles at all. They don't make a lot of money off of us. Yes, the poles broke, and to a pole vaulter, that is one of the worst things that can happen is when you show up to a meet on the other side of the world and they're broken. But in the retrospect, at least someone was willing to bring them over there. Our pole vault community is awesome. I love it, but it's so insignificantly small to the airlines that if we complain, blame, and bitch enough, they won't fly our poles anywhere. And then what? And instead of just looking at our perspective, which is a very little view of the whole picture, look at the big picture, and the big picture is both perspectives. Okay, back to the fun stuff. What freaking pole's the best? I got this question about 30,000 and a half times last week. Shawn, what brand of pole is the best pole? The poles don't matter. The vaulter is way more important than the tool. To put it in a little bit of perspective, Jen Shure, I think, has jumped on every single pole you could ever think of, except Essex. I don't know if I've ever seen her jump on an Essex pole, and she has won US championships on just about all of them. Do you think the pole made Jen Shure jump that high, or do you think Jen Shure made Jen Shure jump that high? So master the tools you have. High school freak. And the Louisiana State Pole Vault meet, Mondo Duplantis wore his high school uniform for the very last time. Oh, and he broke the world junior record again. He jumped 593, 19.5 and a half. So he ended his career on a world record and a make. He jumped the bar and was like, I'm done. I want to end on a make. If you guys haven't watched these in a while, I haven't talked about Brennan. Brennan's making a Mondo documentary that's going to be out in like 2020 or 2021, sometime after the next Olympics. So go follow his YouTube channel. I'll put it somewhere around here. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh, and I just realized I've never checked the scorecard to see if he even won the meet. All I heard about was the world junior record. Did he win? Did he win the meet? Oh, and is this going to be a new trend? The best part is he had his uniform tucked in, pulled his uniform out, and then showed everyone where he's from. That's it for Pole Vault News. Thanks for coming, guys. That was really fun. As I may have mentioned before, I'm running on no sleep in the last 28 hours or somewhere around there. Longer than that. So let's review some videos and keep this thing a little shorter today. Shall we? Alright, the first video is of Luke, and man, look how aggressive he is. I just love that. That's like the most important part, is just attacking the crap out of the box. So we're kind of at the end of the season, and I think just the biggest bang for his buck is just hitting the pole before it hits him. And I know you guys get sick of me saying that, but that plant and the takeoff is by far the most important part of this jump. So I sent him the how to plant video, and then I told him if he wanted some extra stuff, plant into a hurdle and just push it down the track with those arms up, core tight, just pushing up and forward, and push that hurdle all the way down like 100 meters, and then push it back another 100 meters, and then repeat about 70 times. That should get that muscle memory of how to hit that pole. Good jump, man. I think you're so on it. Your swing's so good. I think if we can just have a little bit of a plant before. Bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. Sick jump, man. I love it. All right, dogs are barking. This is Dylan. Dylan actually picked me up at the airport for the Milrose games back in like 2015, which is crazy. I love his jump. I think it looks really good. Again, that plant and the takeoff is kind of going to be the big fix for you. Like right here, elbows bent a little bit, move forward. The pole's forcing that arm straight, and then because he's like a little hesitant there, he like doesn't get that full stretch reflex. So you can watch his shoulders; they don't really come back too far, and they're just kind of here. So if we can just put him up a little bit higher, he'll get that stretch, and it'll be just like a baseball player. If you kick a ball, let's do baseball. So if you throw that shoulder, you get this stretch, it stretches and comes through like a rubber band. Versus if you're just tight, then there's none of that extra force that's being thrown in there. That stretch reflex, you really want that. It helps a whole bunch. So I sent him that plant video and just told him to get up a little bit taller so he can feel that stretch in his shoulders so he can throw it back really hard. Biggest bang for your buck, man. And look at this guy back here. It's like he's saying the same thing. Get those arms up, man. Great jump, man. Everything else looks great.
I got mail. Yay!
Guys, I just got mail. Alright, last but not least, this is Taylor. Taylor also has a super awesome jump, and he's jumping in the dark. Craziness. So what I told him is I just want him to throw his arms harder. Like, I know we can throw those arms harder. I know we can swing harder. I know we can hit the pole harder. If we watch right now, he hits it and his arms stay up, and then his feet swing, but his arms don't move. So that creates this like back, makes him flag off at the bar. So everything's just going like this. So there's two ways to fix that, or there's multiple ways, but here's the two that I like to use the most. Is when he hits the pole, is if he throws his arms, he'll be able to rotate up the pole. So the arms and the legs have to move kind of like a clam, or like a giant shark, whatever eating device you like to think about. So that's one way to do it. And another way to do it is to shoot up the pole. So I sent him the hula hoop video of pretending there's a hula hoop on the end of the pole, and you're going to rock back and shoot through the hula hoop. So those two things are going to give the most bang for your buck at the end of the season, man. Oh, I love it. Thanks for sending videos, guys. Boom. Alright, I know I said this a few weeks ago, but if you guys want to send me videos, they have to be through team-shoot.com/gear. I've been getting a bunch through Instagram and social media, and I am honored you would even want me to take a look at your jumps and coach from afar, but I just get too many, and I'm getting to the point where I just can't respond to all of them, and then I feel kind of bad that I'm not responding to you, and then you think I might be a jerk for doing that, and I don't want you to think I'm a jerk, but I just don't have time. Guys, check out the Montana camp. Sign up for Team Hoot so you can get those discount codes. I got something special for you next week. A really fun vlog. You guys will like it. And then I'll update you a little bit on what USPVA has been talking about in the meetings. With that being said, there are many ways to pole vault. Try everything, see what works best for you, and then do more of that. If what I say works, cool. If not, no sweat off my back. I just hope I gave you some ideas. Life is meant to be experienced, and curiosity will get you there. See you guys next week.